Hey, Heartfelt families, it is Mr. Justin. Today I'm going to be leading a small group activity that has to do with the theme of cooking, and we've been talking a lot about cooking this week. And so today, just like the other videos I've done the last minute or so, will be more for parents, talking about the different uh, points of curriculum that this activity touches upon with high scope and in terms of core. And so for today's activity, we are going to be imagining that we own our own restaurant. And so I want everyone to think about, what kind of restaurant would you have? Would you have a restaurant that served American food like burgers and fries and like fried chicken, stuff like that? Or would you want to have a restaurant that serves Italian food like pasta and pizza? Or would you want a restaurant that serves dinner only, or breakfast, dinner, and lunch, or maybe just dessert? So think about what kind of restaurant you want to have. And the next part is, what you're going to do is you can kind of get two different things. You can either grab, if your parents have some old magazines, especially food magazines are perfect for this activity. Or if you don't have that, you can go in your kitchen and you can start, with your parents' help, you can get some labels off of different canned foods, different like boxes of cereal, stuff like that. And you're going to be using these labels. And so I already started my menu. And so my menu for my restaurant, we're going to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner at my restaurant. We're going to have be open all day. And so I already started to add some things. So for breakfast, we're going to serve some Frosted Flakes. And I'm going to add some other things. I found some pancake batter that I have, so I'll add something like that. And then for lunch, I have some tuna. I really like tuna. And then I also have some pasta sauce, and I'm going to add some pasta down here. So go ahead and grab some things. It can be images of food, or it can be like what I did, where I used words. And so I used the words of the cereal and the words that are telling us what kind of food it is. You can either glue it, or you can also tape it. I use some Scotch tape and I put them on. And you can write menu, you can write this down if you want to. If you're writing already, that's awesome. If not, that's totally okay. But this is a really easy way to make your own menu, and I really want you guys to have fun with this. And just, you can make your own restaurant, so it can be anything. You can serve any kind of dishes and any kind of food you want. And now to kind of go over the curriculum and the different points of high school curriculum that this activity covers. This activity covers things like using tools, which is great for fine motor. So using things like glue sticks, if you're using glue, or tape, or using scissors to cut the labels, to make them smaller, to fit onto your paper. Those are all great ways to practice your fine motor skills. Also, just doing this activity and talking about it first, and just making a plan, that is great as well, to have a child to plan out and kind of imagine in their head what they're going to do before they actually do it. Another thing is, it's also great to have these pieces of paper represent things. And so using things to represent other things is really kind of a concept that's great for children to learn. And so for like mine, I'm using this thing that says Frosted Flakes to represent Frosted Flakes, and also just represent the cereal, without actually like taping the cereal onto the paper. Another thing that this also helps with is just communication, you being able to communicate with your child and communicating ideas and thoughts. And then the last thing is, of course, like spatial awareness of kind of figuring out. So for mine, I did breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And so I was like spatially aware that I wanted to have like 3 sections. And so kind of separating them and having their own section for different parts of the day and different meals of the day kind of helped me. It helps practice your spatial awareness. And so I hope you guys really enjoy this activity. This is something fun that I came up with at home. And you should be able to do it, because hopefully you have these kind of supplies. I think most people do. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday, and you enjoy the rest of the activities that will come later this week. All right, bye everyone.